Hi, this is Prometheus, and giving you a breakdown of my Jacksonville playbook. And I'm going to be going with the I-Form Strong, I-Form Pro Strong. This particular play I like because of one particular route, and it's called the play action slide, and it's that deep hitch route on the left side of the field. Now I do two quick adjustments as far as my routes to be able to protect this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a breakdown of a few coverages. I'm going to do man coverage. I'm going to do just a standard cover 2 coverage. I'm also going to do cover 3, cover 4, and then I'll do a cover 2 sink and blitzes and show you how this works. Now this play is good for someone that likes to play a lot of coverage on defense and just man coverage with limited adjustments. So let's take a look at man coverage, and we'll just do a standard press because that's what you see on the field. Now, on man coverage, you're basically going to be able to hit all 4 routes on this particular play based on timing. Your first read is going to be the tight end, then you're going to read the fullback, then you're going to look at the deep hitch route from the split end, and then you'll look for the post on the back end. So I'm going to look right now at the tight end. And the tight end actually was taken away by man. Let's try this play again. And fullback just keeps getting wide open on that play. So let's just do this one more time underneath. Let's see if that linebacker, if that tight end he does get free. I was able to pass it to the outside. Sometimes you'll get on the switch, you'll get that tight end open really far. So, see, look at the monster distance on that, and of course, Cameron drops the ball. So now let's take a look at the pass at a different level. We're going to be looking at the hitch route. And the key to throwing this hitch route is that you just throw it after the play action animation. Real simple, just right for the ball. And if that was a better wide receiver, he would have caught that. But let's do it again and just show you how it works. Picked it up, good 20 yards on that. Try it again. Picked it up, 17 yards on that. And then finally you can hit the backside. You can, if you do a pass light lead to the inside and down, you should be able to hit your flanker wide receiver coming across the middle. So, in man coverage, you're going to be able to get, and this is actually a press coverage, so you're going to be able to get to every single wide receiver if you choose to do so. So let's take a look at a different coverage. Now, in a cover 2, you're basically going to have the same kind of look, except it's going to be a cover 2 shell. So let's take a look at what we can do. That corner is going to be wide open, and it's going to be something you really can abuse. When you watch that tight end and you see that tight end and you see that corner falling into the zone, you've just got a 25-yard pickup or more based on that hitch route, because that hitch route is going to fall right into the zone. Now, that backside post is not going to be as easy a pass that you can get off, because you're going to have a couple guys that are going to fall back into it. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to wait for that play to develop. And even then, it's difficult to do that against a cover 2 buck coverage. But that hitch route is going to be oh so wide open. And sometimes you can take it to the house. So, and you'll see that in some of the game footage that I show, some of the offline game footage I show. The underneath coverages, you might have a little hole here and there. You might be able to hit that tight end, but the yardage is going to be significantly less than what you were to get on man coverage. So once again, you're going to have to take a look at that hitch route. The hitch route is going to be the play that is going to bother your opponent. And if he does choose to use your cover 2, and he doesn't come over to that backside and use or defend it, you can get an 80-yard completion out of that. So let's take a look at a different coverage. Alright, so with a cover 3, basically you're going to have more holes open up in a cover 3. You're still going to be able to get that hitch. That's going to be wide open. You're going to be able to hit that in deep post. So that's going to open up for you. And depending on how the coverage plays out, it looks like those in routes are going to be taken away. So the cover 3 will take away your routes underneath, but that's all right. You can take away my 5-10 yard route if I can go ahead and get a hitch route that's going to give me 30 or 40 yards. So let's take a look at the next coverage. So let's take a look at a cover 4. Once again, we're going to go ahead and take that tight end, put him in a drag. We're going to take the fullback and put him in an out. Now, on a cover 4, once you see the lineman falling back, your first read is going to be looking at the tight end, watching the linebackers and see where they drop. I can tell you that the deep right side of the field is going to be taken away unless you wait for that play to develop, which probably you're not going to get a lot of time to do that, but that side of the field is going to be taken away. But you're still going to be able to get this side of the field, and you'll be able to do the underneath or do the fullback. So let's take a look. Tight end, if you wait for it to develop, you'll be able to pick up some yards that way. Fullback will be wide open. And the route that's going to drive everybody nuts, that hitch route. Once again, it's going to beat that up. Now, let's go over some of the Achilles heels, the Achilles heel of this particular one play, a defensive play that really hurts this scheme or this little play is cover 2 sink. The way the defenders, the corners cover, it really causes a lot of problems for this play. Your holes tighten up dramatically. So let's take a look and watch our hitch route. The hitch route is going to be the money route of this particular route, and it's going to be the route that sets up all the pain for everybody else. But let's watch how this works. Defender is right there to take it out. So let's take a look at your progressions on this with cover 2. So your first progression is going to be the tight end. As you see, as it releases, you've got just a small little cushion to get the ball off, but you do have a defender coming down and taking him out. So you do have a defender that's coming down and taking him out. He is covered. You can get the ball off, but you're only going to get a few yards. Fullback. Fullback is the same way. He actually has 2 defenders. And then he's got another corner coming down for him. What happens over here? On the hitch route, that corner keeps watching and watching and watching him, and comes back and takes away that hitch route. So you literally, if you have a guy that yellows that hitch route up, he's going to take that away. He's going to completely take that away. You're not going to be able to get that ball off because that corner is watching the quarterback the entire time. And then the small little hole that you might have in a cover 2 is this route, or a sink cover 2 is this route over here. Because he should let him go free release, but you're going to have to get rid of that ball really, really quick. And then you also have coming back here, you have a linebacker falling off. So the trick to be able to hit cover 2 sink is hitting this backside, noticing it immediately, which is very difficult to do, and be able to get that ball off before he falls right in front of the zone of the linebacker. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit that a couple times in the cover 2 sink. So stock as is, once you start seeing a corner coming up like that and protecting and then actually floating back, the guy has figured you out. So the only adjustment that you can make is you can go ahead and fade up your outside wide receiver to take that corner away, and then take the fullback and put him on a streak. And this changes the dimension of the whole game altogether. You take a fullback, you're going to pick up some really monster yards. Or what you can do is you can do a flood on that side. But even then, cover 2 sink is a very good coverage. So if your opponent starts playing cover 2 sink, this play is probably not going to be the play that you want to go with. You're going to have to start switching things up. So that's my breakdown of this particular play. I do want to let you know too that it is susceptible, because it's play action, to heavy blitzes. So let's just take a look at that. As you can see, edge sting took me. On that left-hand side, you have an all-pro lineman, so you can't get any better with the blocking there. So if you send 6 people, you're probably going to be able to get in and get sacked on this. So you will give up some big yards. So you have to use this play with really good timing. You just can't necessarily just throw this play in. You can't keep doing it down the field. It's going to have to be a play that you mix in with the run. So the key is running as much as possible, so you force your opponent to think that he's defending the run, giving you an opportunity to hit a nice big play downfield. Like that. So I hope this helps. I hope you picked up some tips and were able to develop your own little scheme. But one of the things I do want to point out is that hitch route. You can build a scheme around a hitch route, and it really can cause a lot of problems for your opponent unless they get themselves into cover 2 sink or something like that. So I hope this helps, and if you like this, just go ahead and subscribe, and we'll be pulling out and rolling out some more stuff on a regular basis.